Hey, welcome back to Comic Book Hero. I'm Calvin Ellis, and I'll be your guide in this realm of comic books and variant covers. As always, our disclaimer, we are not a flip book show. We believe that comic books have actual value. You know, that stuff in between the covers that you're supposed to read. So, buy a comic, buy a good one, let it sit with you, appreciate and value. And then if you want to chip it off 10, 15 years from now, fine. But I recommend just holding on to it and building the best possible collection that you could ever have. That being said, for DC, we're looking at Wonder Woman 58 with a great cover by Jenny Frison as always. Though I do believe I'm scratching my head a little bit on this one. I mean, it's selling out online. There's nothing it's attached to. It's not attached to Justice League Dark. It's not attached to Witching Hour. So aside of just being another very good Jenny Frison cover, I'm wondering, is her run on Wonder Woman starting to come to an end? It's been a pretty long one, but maybe someone knows something that I don't. But I pick them up regularly anyway, so I recommend that you do too. In addition, also looking at Superman number 6 with the variant cover by Adam Hughes, which is also an homage cover to Superman 32, the Golden Age comic. Now, Superman homages always do well. Okay, most guys don't buy them. Superman is a niche within a niche as well. He's never this guy who just pops off. But right here, this is usually a very good buy. Superman homages always do well for the long term. I highly recommend it. But hey, what can I say? For Marvel, we're looking at Black Order number 1 with the variant cover by In-Hyuk Lee. In addition, we're also looking at Daredevil 511. Now, Daredevil just caught some heat recently with the introduction of a new villain that was introduced in Daredevil 509, full appearances in 510, and I believe that the heat on Daredevil right now is because of this particular villain. But as a longtime Daredevil fan, it was a great chance for me to get back to reading it again, and it just goes with my collection of first appearances with all of these other Daredevil villains like, Elektra more like an anti-hero, and Bullseye. But it's a good one to keep your eyes on. And last but not least, Electric Warriors number 1. Why am I advocating this particular book? Well, it's Electric Warriors number 1. It's a number 1. It looks kind of comic booky, if you will. Something that may actually become something a little bit later. But I usually love buying these type of books. They're great because you never know what's going to happen. It's a cheap buy, and if it takes off, great. There's a whole bunch of new characters, first appearances, things that you can get into with the ground up. And the way that things go now, you just never know when these type of characters will be utilized. So Electric Warriors number 1, even though it's another DC comic, I almost treated it like an indie. So that's our wrap for the week. We're going to be looking at Superman 6 by Adam Hughes, with the variant cover by Adam Hughes and an homage to Superman 32. We're also going to be looking at Wonder Woman 58 with another great cover by Jenny Frison. Black Order number 1 In-Hyuk Lee cover. Daredevil 511. Okay, continuing the new villain, which I'm not going to even say. Read it and find out. And last but not least, Electric Warriors number 1. We'll see how everything goes. And we'll see you next time.